Hey, hello everyone, this is Anthony here from Bless You Daylight. Today I'm going back into Idol Slayer. Took a week-long break into palworld, had a lot of fun. Kind of reset my desire to even play this game, so gonna try some new things. I got some advice from my friend, and I think it kind of fits, so let's see how well I do. Ooh, I forgot. I'm recording live this time, which is not something I normally do because I like to focus on the gameplay, and I've noticed in the past when I did this, I constantly miffed my gameplay even though the conversation was a little bit better. So I think I'm going to combine the methods. I don't want to go too in depth because I know that's kind of boring. Show don't tell, right? Anyway, we got few updates to the last time I played, and I claim all this stuff. I'll go over the updates to this game that were dished out in a second and get my minions set up and gather my divinities, send them all out, daily bonus, claim all, check to make sure no one maxed out, send them all back out, and we're good. And there was check my daily quests. I think all I was doing, I was claiming the roots here. I am really low on titanium. And my daily quest doesn't look, ooh, we gotta go kill some ice wraiths. So we'll go do that. In the meantime, I want, not achievements, news. That's where he posts updates. Update on the 15th of July. Version 6.4.2 is now live on Steam, Google Play Store, and the iOS Apple Store. The new feature, Minions Evolutions. New content, new evolutions, new quests, new upgrades, new achievements, new astral ascension upgrades. Okay. Improvements to Hamalia will ask to upgrade the item again if possible. I actually recorded that yesterday. I didn't make a video of it because I wanted to test this new recording style out. Dark Ice Wraiths renamed to Dark Wraith. The iOS players can now see their friends' Ultra Slayer points, record, and total achievements in the new game's app introduced on iOS 26. iOS added Game Center achievements. Note, there's a limit of 100 achievements in total, so not every achievement of the game will be on the list. Added Astral Ascension upgrades unlocked a mount in the Ultra Ascension button. Cursed Trees and Fairy Queen sprites are updated, Mystic Valley song updated, UI updates, and minor bug fixes. And then the balance, Ice Wraiths are now Ice type, Deadly Slash upgrade chance decreased from 10 to 5%, Metal Scorpion Souls decreased from 50 to 45, which kind of sucks, Inky Cat Mushroom Souls decreased from 95 to 65, which also sucks. I say that because I feel like the Soul Slayer points is kind of like low already, so seeing that he lowered it there. But with the new upgrades, it may not be that bad anymore. So this here is one of the upgrades I noticed, and it's the random box will also give you souls when getting coins from it. So every time you hit that, I would have gotten the Slayer points if I had that. But in order to get that, that's an Ultra Ascension, so I have to get it and then Ultra Ascend to get that reward. But that should help me get higher up. And I think I'm kind of playing this a lot more difficult than it should, or I'm making it more difficult on myself than it should be by using astral keys. Because as you can see, like certain of these abilities I need to astral ascend or Ultra Ascend to unlock, and I've been kind of pushing myself to get to the very end of an upgrade path before I do that. And what I mean by that is, like, at a certain point, I won't be able to get any of these anymore. Rather than Ultra Ascending once I get one of those and keep going, I don't know if the way I'm playing right now is the most efficient way to play. I've also realized that my Stones of Time, this is what you spend your Ultra Slayer points on. I think I've kind of wasted it by putting in 30 and not using this reset function, because you can reset as long as you use affinity, and you can redistribute the points to where you think is going to be most effective, and I have not been doing that. Oh, and I have 1 astral unlock right now, and I get 11 keys, 390 divinities, and 13 astral points. I think because I have 8.7 QA, I could actually get a few other astral things. So, it's right here. I could get this if I normal ascend and grab this. That would give me another astral ascension. But I wouldn't be able to use it until I ultra ascend again. What I was originally planning on doing is going down here. My total amount of Slayer points I've accumulated so far is 17.2 QA. I was gonna get it up to this to 17.2 and then normal ascend, which would give me a decent amount to get this stuff. And then once I get whatever I can get from there, I'll ultra ascend, claiming any of the keys and everything. I think what I'm doing is I'm preventing myself or slowing down my progress by preventing myself from ultra ascending, waiting just too long there. But I'm not 100% sure if I am wasting my time doing that, because the last time I ultra ascended was in May, and that was a really long time ago at this point. It's almost August. It's July 21st as of recording. It should come out today. And I'm just kind of in a rut when it comes to ultra ascending, and I think it's because of how I'm playing. I'm just waiting too long to ultra ascend, essentially. And I want to kind of rectify that. I'm trying to check here to see what I've... Okay, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, when I was testing out the blacksmith in the village yesterday, I upgraded some of my equipment. Upgraded my bow to level 6, and it costs, I think, the next upgrade, because I really like that, so I wanted to upgrade the bow to be as strong as possible. I don't think it really does much for me. It does increase the amount of damage I do to giants, so that's nice, but other than that, it wasn't quite a waste. But again, I think I could be doing things a little bit better. That's one of the other reasons why when I was asked for tips before, I don't think I'm actually playing very well. So I don't feel like any tips I give would be accurate. The only thing I think I found out that was like really good is the rage pill multiplier, where you wait for a souls multiplier and then you use your rage mode, and then you also add in the necklace to cause the giants to spawn more, and the soul compass, which increases another soul multiplier, which stacks on top of the other multipliers. I think that's the only thing I've really done that I think is really effective and good. Other than that, I feel like I'd be disingenuous and could be leading someone down a very wrong path in this game by like giving any advice. I'm a little hesitant on that. There is... Man, I just feel like there's a lot I've been doing wrong in this game, and I don't really want to give any like tips, advice in a video, but I'd be more than happy to talk about my journey, what I think I'm doing wrong. So if you're watching this, person who asked me that, I know that you're the only person who comments on my videos, so I think that I try to pronounce your username and remember it off the top of my head. I apologize, I can't. It's just not coming to me, and I don't want to screw it up. I know it starts with a D, but off the top of my head, I haven't memorized it. I'm horrible with names to begin with. There we go. I do apologize that I'm just going to try to give some advice and tell you what I think I'm doing wrong and stuff in the video, so if you want to watch and learn from that, feel free to. I really would hate to give you advice and it be like legitimately wrong. Like say like, oh, I give a tip to do this, and then it turns out that's like the least effective way of doing things, because I don't like wasting other people's time. I really don't want to cause any grief or any issues, but I've been playing this game for 4 years now. I double checked my first recordings. I have my original Let's Play of this game was started 4 years ago, and I have it archived on Odyssey or Library, depending on what they're owned by the same company, but the user interface is different depending on which version you're using, whether you want to use the LBRY or Odyssey, which is, I really like it, but not a lot of people use it, so it's not a good place to like get views or anything. It's a fun site to go check out. A lot of YouTube alternatives aren't that great. Rumble's one of the best out there, but it's not really that good in comparison. There's not, like, what I use YouTube for anyway, because I really like to watch AMVs and video games, and because a lot of alternatives have a very political slant to them, they tend to gather more politically minded people, and I'm just not into that, so a little bit of an issue, I guess. And those websites tend to have a lot more people on there of that mindset, and it's just not something I'm into. Okay, we got this dagger and a break rewards, and I said we're gonna go to the ice village. Oh, we just gotta use the rage mode a couple times too, because we want to get our daily quests in so we can get that finished. This daily quest gives you these eggs, which can give you some really cool bonus stuff. And I think what I'm going to do too is I'm going to cut in and out and come back in a few minutes once we get this quest done, and we'll move over to something else. I'm going to continue to play the game, just not necessarily talk about it. That's all. I was going to pause the recording, is what I'm trying to say, so I can focus on the gameplay for a bit and then pop in every 20 to 30 minutes and talk with you guys. So I'm not constantly having to be on presenter mode all the time. And I feel like I could actually get a lot more further in the game, and it's like, I don't necessarily think you guys want to see every single second of this game. Like, it's fun, but it gets very repetitive. My roommate even says it looks rather boring. And he's not wrong, it can be. It's really a good game to play when you're doing something else, like watching videos. That's why I like to play this game, is it's a fun distraction while I'm listening to some podcast or stuff. And that's how I was recording earlier. But by recording and doing commentary and posts, I constantly get this urge to talk about things unrelated to the gameplay. Whereas when I'm playing the game, I feel like I talk more about the gameplay itself, like the boss here. Like, this boss kind of reminds me of the Ninetales from Naruto when he first gets the, not during the war arc, but the special OVAs in episodes, I think it was 100 or something, or 500 or something. It was an anniversary series where they really upped the animation production, and Kurama helps him for the first time ever, and he starts getting his Ninetales cloak while he's fighting an evil doppelganger of Kurama. And these tentacles kind of remind me of that. I think it's the color and the fact that there's multiple of these. Descendants never know when to stop. Just die already. I usually like to run in and use those, but when he's in this phase, I've noticed that the spirit dash, or wind dash, which is the green dash, isn't good. It kind of like messes up the rhythm of the fight, whereas if I use only the blue, I tend to be better at dodging his abilities, and it kind of keeps a rhythm to it. I don't know how to like word it much better than that, but hopefully you guys understand what I'm trying to say. And I don't think the arrows do much to him, but they do damage him. I've actually killed him with arrows before. So I just like to, every time I jump, I also hit the arrow button, which is just the jump button while in the air. There we go. And he actually was really tough the first few times I fought him. It took me several tries to defeat Alpha. But we got him. Oh man. Alpha's down, and we get his ring. Victor's ring. I think he's Alpha Victor or Victor Alpha, something like that. And that will give us 3 when we break it. And sometimes I actually like to break these as I get them. Other times I like to build them up and then break them all so I get a massive haul of scrap and other stuff. And we got the daily quest, so I am going to take a break. If anything interesting happens, I will turn it back on. If not, I will, when this gets down to 0, when we move to another area, that's when I'll bring you guys back. Alright, we're back a little bit sooner than I originally anticipated because I kind of feel like what I was saying earlier was true. I'm kind of prolonging the inevitable and not playing optimally here, and it's causing me stress. So I think what we need to do is ascend and then ultra ascend here. I do have a soul multiplier, so we're going to use that up, but I think after that I'm going to purchase this and this. These are both astral locked, meaning I'll have to ultra ascend. I think that's because they're going to be the best ones to get for a long time, and that'll also make it easier to come back and get to this point eventually. I could also get like these are, man, this is a problem. I'm right at that cusp where I'm going to get a lot of astral locks because, man, if I get this is the thing, like I think what I need to do is just ascend normally perhaps and get all of these, because I'm like so close to getting these. They're not going to be that hard to grab. This is only 2 QA, this is 1 QA, this is 4 QA. So that's where I'm at right now, is like I can't like figure out what's the best. This is probably too far away. This one's probably too far away. This one I could easily get. And it's, I guess what I'm struggling with right now is trying to find the balance of when should I ultra ascend versus holding off. Because I can easily get a 1 to 2 QAs, getting 10, but it's also like if I ascend, it might be easier to get those. So I feel like I'm so close to needing to ultra ascend, but I also don't want to do it too early because I'll eventually have to ultra ascend anyways to unlock all this. So I think the game plan is to get these two here. Man, this is the tough part right now because I'm kind of like stuck in this, like I don't want to waste any more time, but I also am so close to getting some of the stuff that. And here's the rage pill multiplier thing that I was talking about earlier. Using the soul compass. Oh, nah, I didn't realize I was standing outside the Slayer lounge. Using the soul multiplier compass. And then this here, this increases the spawn rate of giants, which give more souls on death, the shard necklace. And then when we get out, I'll use my rage mode and then use these rage pills to keep myself in rage mode until the soul multiplier right here ends. Or right when I have like 5 seconds left, just in case I hit the key. This is not one of the zone you do this in also really affects it. This is one of the lower zones for Slayer points, but it's where we're at right now, and I got the soul multiplier. So we're just gonna do this. We're going to normal ascend once this is over. We'll have a lot more Slayer points, and we can spend that, hopefully have a better right here. We'll one more because it lasts about 15 seconds. And we should have a little bit left when we hit the key, which will open up the mini game. And the soul multiplier does affect the souls in the chest mini game. Hopefully I didn't miscalculate here. Right there, 2 seconds left. We have a crystal defender. Ooh, sweet. Now we'll have 2. What I was gonna do there is use the crystal defender here and then just grab that and hopefully get the 2 times multiplier later, because those defenders will knock those out, which will give us a higher chance of getting a lot more Slayer points, although we just used 2 of them. I usually just do this. Sucker not. I'll help for. Well, we still got 9 trillion Slayer points there. That's actually pretty good. We got 2 seconds remaining. So we didn't get a lot of Slayer points there, but we almost got up to 9 QA. And that's a weekly quest. If I ascend here, I'll get all those points that I can then use. That also will increase my earnings later on, or anything that goes off of the stats. I want to grab this, so then when we ultra ascend, we'll get that. Oh, I think I might have to actually get all the way back up to there too. Yeah, and buy that. Increase sword damage. Because now we just need 4 and 2 QA for these. And then we'll only need 1 QA for that, which we already have. We can't get it because we need to get this upgrade first. Soul Cyclone. 1 key, QI. Probably too much at this point. I think even the hundreds QAs might be too much until I ultra ascend to get some of these bonuses to make it easier, and I'll have more Slayer points. So if I get this, oh, that's a key QI. So if we grab this one eventually, this one, I think these are going to be out of our reach too. But maybe by the time we grab these other ones, these will be easier to attain. And this one's probably too far out of reach for now. Yeah. And 5 QA. And this one's astral locked too, so we wouldn't even be able to use it in our current run. So I think the best bet is to keep playing normally, not ultra ascend yet. We're gonna go for this 2. Man, there's so many within our reach now. It's like it'd be a really bad idea to ultra ascend at this point. Man, this is the problem I have, because I'm like so close to the next achievements, but I know ultra ascending we're so like close to needing to do it, and I'm not sure like if I wait longer, it's like, yeah, those other things are there, but my issue is like if I ultra ascend now, the amount of time it's going to take to get back up here, would that be more time than getting it and then unlocking it, or less time? Because I already have 3 astral unlocks. I have 13 more Slayer points. I'll have 390 divinities, and I'll have 11. So I'll unlock a lot. So by waiting, am I making myself take longer in the long run by waiting, or would it be better to wait and get those astral unlocks and then ultra ascend? And it's just, man. But I also don't know what the fishing pole does. That's the other thing. Like, it could be something really amazing, and I don't want to look it up. I'd also have 11 more points to put into this. I could almost double my Stone Rage multiplier, or actually go over. You know what? It's been 3 months. It's time. Let's ultra ascend. Can't take it back now. Crying on the inside. inside. The game just basically rebooted. And all of that's gone now. But we have that now. So we got a second boss. I think we have to unlock the divinities. We have more divinities. And now when we get Slayer... I think that was the right move, but now I'm stressing, man. I can't take it back. We just gotta go forward now. And... yeah. I'm crying on the inside. Because I have no idea if I did the right thing there. We can assign our stones a time. I love the rage mode, so I gotta up this to 20. Spent 9. I don't like idols, like offline increase. Like, I'm more of an active player, so this here, I'm desperately thinking about just resetting this. But for now, I think I want more spawn rates, because this is going to synergize really well with rage mode. So pump up that 25. So that's what we're going to do, and hopefully that was the right choice. If not, I'm up shit creek without a paddle because I can't take it back now. We'll just have to play normally. So like this is like the part like I have very bad indecisions. All right, and ooh, got the combo shield up now too. That's nice. This is how I like to play. I don't know if this is effective, but what I like to do is go up to 10 because right here, this now instantly this does double what it was doing before. And once you get it up to level 50, it'll do that again. And it'll do that every 50 levels until level 500. So when I'm playing, that's what I like to do. I'll go to 10 till I can't anymore. I'll go unlock all these and then switch back. Quests are very important to finish because they'll unlock more upgrades here. And I was struggling. The next quest I couldn't get, and I was spending months saving up for it. So hopefully by doing this, when we get back up there, it'll be easier to get those quests. Like I was spending weeks not even ascending to get those Slayer points. It's not a very good time. And I think that's one of the things I've been questioning while I'm playing palworld, because sometimes when we're playing games, we as gamers have a tendency to try to be as efficient as possible and then ruin the game for ourselves. And rather than playing it and realizing it's a game, it's become a chore list that I have to complete. And if you were watching my previous videos, you can see my decline in my mental state. And I kind of bottled it up for a while until it exploded when I was making another video for a different channel. And I let Idol Slayer, like I went into it and it was very unfair of me to do so. Okay, now we got the bonus stage. I think this is bonus stage 2. Oh, this is bonus stage 1. Take that back. It has been so long since I played the original bonus stage. I mean, I played it back in May, but just going back to this first one's really fun. There is a divinity that can actually lower a bonus stage down 1 level, and I've always wanted to try, does it work when you have a level, when you're on this level? And I don't know if I can even test that. Here, we're gonna miss some of these coins because we don't have our magnet yet, so I gotta jump in those. That's fun. It's really nice going back to the beginning of the game after being stuck in the end game for so long. Here we go. It's just a nice change of pace and change of scenery. It really won't be probably a week or 2 before we're back where we were before. I even tried to just use my bow and arrow there. I don't have that unlocked yet. That's halfway down the skill tree. Oh, I completed the quest and I didn't even realize it. I really like that quest update during the bonus games. That wasn't always a thing. So, knowing that I completed a quest there is really nice. I'm trying to jump off the walls. There's an upgrade you can get that you can actually jump on the walls and stuff. And I don't have that anymore, so I kind of screwed that up. I got a second wind. Oh, Lord Jesus, let I get through this. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. You never know, that might have helped. If I remember correctly, it's... You just got a time where you're tapping, you're gonna fall... Use coyote timing, which is... In video games, that's when you have a little bit of air time after you're off the ledge to get something. So we're gonna use coyote timing here. Because you see, I was actually falling, but I could still jump there. And that's how you get that. It's in a lot of platformers and stuff. Oh man, I'm trying to think of some other game genres that use coyote timing. It's not in every game, especially not in Dark Souls. That game. But as you saw there, I really shouldn't have been able to save myself. But when you know where that is on a jump, and I can't really explain it, but I can. Sometimes I can instinctively do it when I'm looking for it. And there, we just completed the bonus stage with the second win. Thank you, Jesus. We got through it. All because I prayed. Oh man. It's also because I spent over 1,000 hours in this game. I really need to stop saying that. I'm sure it's irritating people. But it's true, I have spent a lot of time in this game. There, we got our finished that quest. Oh, I still have the rage mode too. Because I unlocked it permanently, so even when I Ultra Ascend, I still have access to it. That's going to come in handy. But let's get these up to 10. Later on, I actually increase it to like 50. I don't do it by 10, but I just Ultra Ascended, so it's probably easier just to go 10, 10. Ooh, pardon moi. We'll get our upgrades here. We just unlocked another quest. A bunch of quests, actually. We got kill 80 worms, pick up 50 coins. And we're just killing these quests now. When you first start the game, it actually takes a decent amount of time to finish these. Probably half an hour to an hour, I think, to get your first set of quests finished. Because it's a lot slower. I've basically entered New Game Plus 7. I think I've Ultra Ascended that many times. Okay. Here in the stat pages, it'll tell me. I guess got Ultra Ascension. Yep, that was my 7th Ultra Ascension. So I'm in New Game Plus 7. Essentially. And I still haven't beaten the game. Alright. I am still trying to shoot them with arrows and I don't have that ability unlocked. It is really ingrained into my muscle memory at this point to try to shoot everything when I'm jumping. Trying to go play back to this lower level gameplay is something else. Here we go. We got the giants unlocked. That'll give us that one we just purchased. I think allows us to start killing people. Slayer points. The giant Slayer enemy realm. Yeah, because the ability to actually accumulate Slayer points is an unlock you get from a quest. I can't remember how far along that is. Can I buy it? Oh, I can do 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 50. So, there we go. And we got his quest complete. All right. Ah! I botched that. Kill the 25 wasps. I don't want to use the rage mode until I can start accumulating Slayer points again. I think that's after these quests. Oh, that's going to be easy. got 141 saved up. Kill 2 giants. Unlock the soul flash to keep the enemy souls safe. You'll need something else to extract the souls. I think I already got that. Oh, that was a soul flash. That's what I was trying to get. And there we go. Now we can do this. Let's see what rage mode looks like at this low level. We're gonna wait for a giant to show up on screen so we can guarantee a giant slay in this. I also want to see what my new multiplier looks like. It's not going to be as high as before because a lot of the stuff that you just saw were upgrades on top of that rage stones of rage multiplier I had. So. Oh, there he is. Just get as close to him as we can. We're going to use the rage multiplier. Yeah, we only have a 138 soul multiplier, but a 206 coin multiplier. That's actually pretty good. We're at 400 souls, or Slayer points. Yeah, these are souls, but this is a Slayer point. I don't know why they named them that way, but they just did. I'm gonna ascend immediately, because why waste time? And that should give us the ability to use this. We can permanently unlock that, and we can start unlocking all this other stuff. Got all this gold. I don't like using the buy all. Oh, there's a buy on click. I don't want to accidentally buy something. Right now, I'm just kind of like mindlessly going through. There is something I wanted to see though. I want to unlock my affinities. I'm trying to remember what skill that is. So, where do I get my the affinities? The divinity tab. It's right here. I want to see if I can get this without increasing the because we need the human after all and the blessing of Kratos. So we'll need this one and human after all. Okay, so we have to get him. Do I have to upgrade the mini? Nope. The new bonus stage is right here, so I don't have to unlock that. I just have to. Do I? Nope, bonus stage 2. So if I don't unlock this, I want to test to see if getting the divinity that lowers the stage does anything if you're already at level 1. I don't think it will, but you never know. It might be like this weird -1 type thing, and I want to test it out. So as long as I remember that, I can try it out. So we're just going to randomly buy a bunch of this stuff because it really doesn't matter. We'll be getting a lot of stuff really quickly because, like I said, this is like New Game Plus 7. It's going to be really quick to get all the stuff back. We'll slow down eventually once we get up to probably the trillion Slayer points. That's when I'll start slowing down, but this initial buyback is usually really quick. We got all those, so about like every 10 minutes or so we're going to be able to ascend. Can I do 50 yet? Nope. Do 10s. And I'm just going to buy in 10s just because it's easier for me. I'm going to come over here and just buy these really quick. Activate. Did I have to buy the quest? All right, to continue your quest where you left off. That's one of the earlier on upgrades, I think. I don't know. Do you not know? Like, And I kind of screwed myself over here because I was gonna just sit and play some podcasts in the background while recording fun stuff, but now it's like there's actually some interesting stuff happening in the game now because I'm back to square one. So there's gonna be a lot of updates for the next few hours of gameplay. So I don't really want to cut out any of that, because it's been boring for a long time now, in my opinion. Because it's stuff like it'd be hours in between updates or upgrades, and now we're at the point where I'm upgrading like every 5 seconds. So there we go. We'll come over here and purchase this really quick. And we got more quests. Pick up gemstones, kill the poison mushrooms. And oh, I already finished a quest. What was it? Pick up 150 coins. We got that. $50. Here we go. I'm still doing it too. I'm hitting my spacebar twice to try to shoot my arrows. Don't have the arrows. It really does become muscle memory at some point. Ugh. There we go, killed him. Ew, that's my favorite bonus too, the equipment bonus by level. Those are really nice. I really like combining that with... Wait a minute, can I rage pill? Okay, that's awesome. We need 200 materials. We need to kill 350 wasps, kill 500 worms. Silver, and we need to pick up gemstones, which won't be too hard. We need to kill 350 jellies. Kill 500 enemies, and we got to do the rage mode for the daily quest. So I think I'm gonna hold off from ascending just yet because I got a lot of stuff. I don't know, when I go too quick it kind of messes with my brain and I'm not 100% sure what I'm trying to do. So I think what I'm gonna do now is just not ascend, give it a few minutes, just chill out, let my brain like get accustomed to where I'm at, get some quests finished. It's kind of weird for me because like so much is happening all of a sudden and my brain was in slow-mo mode. I can't do what I used to do, because what I would do is I'd switch 50 on, quickly buy as many as I can, switch over to the upgrades, buy all my upgrades, and now I can't because I'm at that point in the game where it's like, I don't know, it's just a little different. So 20 coins per second, nice. I remember when this actually took a really long time to get to, the sextillion. That's what SEX stands for. The QI and the QA were actually quadrillion and quintillion, which is really high numbers. So on the souls, it goes like million, billion, trillion, quadrillion, quintillion, sextillion, septillion, octillion, novematillion, and decatillion. Those are the ones I remember. Because it's basically counting 1 to 10, but in illion. So every one, I think it's every thousandth is the next placement in that. So 1,000 times a million is a billion. 1,000 times a billion is a trillion. 1,000 times trillion is a quadrillion, then a quintillion, then a septillion, so on and so forth. And I can memorize up to decatillion. But after that, I'm like so far gone. Because right here is Novembatillion. This is Decatillion. DD. Could not tell you what DD is off the top of my head anymore. And then you got the STs. A lot of these upgrades, though, are locked in the quests, so that's what I want to try to focus on. Oh, that was actually part of it. I need to hit 40 of those boxes. So, what I think I'm going to do is slow down and try to get these silver boxes done. Once I get the quest finished, I'll jump back in and let you guys join me. I won't collect any of the rewards from the quests until you show up. So I think that's what we're going to do. That way I can focus on the silver, because while I'm talking, I kind of like zone out and I miss that. So we'll be back in I'll let you guys come back. Man, I got to think of how to word this. We're going to cut back in when we get these quests finished. Or until something interesting happens. Well, that was a quick 4 minutes, I think. I honestly thought it was going to take longer. I didn't realize that every silver box I was hitting actually counted as 4. I have an ability or a piece of equipment that every time I do something, it doesn't increment by 1, but by 4 or 5. We accomplished a lot of quests in that 4 minutes. We got all the gems, silver box, we killed 350 wasps, we killed 500 flying enemies. We even used the rage mode a couple times because I got a massive rage soul multiplier, so I was like, I'll use it. There we go. And see, we get the Slayer points, or souls. That's really, really good. That's gonna make getting Slayer points a lot easier, getting that. Alright. Oh, and we got that. So now we have all of that. We have 17,000 Slayer points. I think it's time to ascend again. We're going to be doing this a lot in the next few days. Right. Again, I don't know. We don't really need to leave the area yet. I want to save these because when you buy these, it instantly resets the cooldown. So I don't want to buy them until I need to leave the current zone I'm in for a quest. And currently I still have things I can finish here. So I kind of want to think about this a little bit more than just willy-nilly like I was doing before. All this stuff. Buy the ones over here. This is going to give me a lot because this is how many days I played. Up to a certain amount of days will give me a +1 multiplier. I've been playing I have the maximum of 100, so that's like 100% multiplier. It's really good. This will prevent the issue I was having earlier. Is if I didn't hit it, the boxes will now, while I'm under them, will follow me. There's an upgrade to the. No matter where you jump, it'll actually attach to you this way. So if I jumped up, the box would jump up, making it harder to miss. Those are really nice. When I first started playing, that actually irritated me quite a bit. But after I learned how to play, it has saved me from missing a lot of boxes. I still miss stuff every now and again, but that really helped. Okay. We're gonna. Can I use my bow? Nope. Kinda, not really. Unlocks the ability to fire arrows while using the boost. That's what I really want. Alright, I don't have my special bow unlocked right now. That's like, I keep doing it, so it's like, that's really important. I think this increases grade that increases the attack speed of the bow remains unlocked across every ascension. I use the bow so much. That's another thing. When I first unlocked it, I didn't really care for it. But I have since fell in love with using the bow in this game. It's something I do all the time. This game has actually taught me a lot about myself, where I hate things at first, but later on I start to like them. Oh! Ooh! blocks? Dark type evolution. That's not what I was hoping for, but that would be cool for quests. Bonus stage portals have a 50% chance of leading to Spectre Knight. You need free space in the armory for this to happen. Takes 1,000 divinity for it. I was hoping this was like gives me elemental damage, not changing the enemies to their specific typing. Like that's cool and all, but man, like that's just kind of lame. Like I killed all, like I don't know. This kind of just like, yeah, just a little lame. Okay, this is the bonus stage thing I was talking about earlier. I want to see what that does if you're on level 1. It'll probably won't do anything, but it's kind of cool to test it out. These are like, man, that's disappointing. Like I'm sure this is effective because there are certain equipment that you can get that gives you more souls for the different elemental types, but I'll be honest, I'm not impressed by these. Maybe I will be later. That's just kind of like what I was talking about though. It's like when I first unlock stuff in this game, a lot of the time it's like, that really doesn't sound cool to me. But then later on I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that's actually kind of nice. I like this. It's like the arrows, like it's, I don't know. I love my arrows now. I used to hate them. Sometimes though I feel like I have a little bit of Stockholm syndrome with this game because I am just trying to beat it, but sometimes it's like feels like I'm making excuses and like it really, you know, I don't know. I don't know whether to praise the game or despise it for taking so much of my time. I really do feel like I'm stuck in like this sunken cost fallacy with it. But at least I'm kind of enjoying myself today. We got a lot of stuff. We did have enough astral keys to get the fishing pole. That's something I've been waiting since May for. So we're gonna go to the village here. And we're going to see what that does. Probably won't do anything special, but at least we get it done and out of the way with. First day in 3 months that I got some story progression. Repair fishing rod. Improved fishing rod. There you go. Come back if you want another upgrade. And that's actually so we can go give it to someone. I thought the elemental stuff was for something over here, too. And I'm going to show you, because I truly thought it would lead to right here. Because you could light the dynamite if you could summon fire. I thought this dark elemental stuff would be like summoning fire. I mean, I guess we can turn it on, see if this is what we need. Nope. That's not what we need at all. So I still don't know what this is for. I honestly thought the elemental upgrades were for that, but nope. And yeah, sure. We'll play the minigame to climb it. I had to beat this minigame and talk to an NPC. This is before I was recording my gameplay, so I didn't just show any of this off. And once you beat this and you did her quest, you unlocked the Ascending Heights game that I've been playing bonus stage. It's actually a lot easier to do this because it's only 800 meters high. The minigame's first stage is 1,000 meters, and then you get a Dark Divinity to upgrade it to 2,000. Pardon me. And it does go a little bit higher than its mark. Like I think it's 8,050 or 850 meters. And the first one's like 1,050, and then the one I have unlocked is 2,050 meters. I don't know if there's upgrades later on, because there are a lot of quests I haven't finished yet that could unlock and like make things special, or more special than what they are now. And it's also one of those things I might just learn to love it, too, like certain things. Because there are really cool elemental monsters in the game. So, but we finally got this fishing rod that's been haunting my waking night. This one too is like I have to. The fishing rod was the highest astral keys needed, And now I get this. If I get 5 more, we can Ultra Ascend and get that. So, I'm gonna go in here. He's been waiting for this. Fishing rod is fixed. Nanook can fish back again. Nanook grateful for Slayer. Take hammer, Nanook caught while fishing. New upgrade unlocked. Astral hammer, unlock new craftable items. And we unlocked the Hyper Slash Blade. Increased sword damage against bosses by 40%. Get a guaranteed chest hunt key anytime in the next minute. That's cool. Random stone. Random boxes will appear plus 40% more frequently. And it's just... I honestly don't like ones that use this. That is the only thing you get from cracking these, which is the weekly upgrade, and they're just... I'm not impressed by it, let's put it that way. The random stone... I don't know. This actually kind of makes sense. This is a daily quest item here. But this would probably make it easier to kill the bosses. It uses the ice that you get from the minigame. I honestly thought it'd be more of a story unlock. I thought it was actually going to lead to actually getting up here using his fishing rod to get up there. That kind of sucks. Not going to lie. I thought that was something more special than... fuck. I really have... just disappointing all around right now, man. Just... And the only thing I can do is this next, I guess. How many... I would need 5 astral keys. I don't know, it's... Man, that kind of... Like, I'm getting, like, further, like, I was excited, now I'm, like, depressed, because this just kind of sucks. Like, a lot of this upgrade stuff just isn't really good, and it uses a lot of the daily and month and the weekly quest items that... I don't know, it's just not worth it, man. I don't know. It feels like I wasted all my time. But I promised myself I'd finish what I started, and this is something I started and I need to finish. Yeah. I should have Ultra Ascended sooner. I'll just deposit all this stuff. Because we gotta get this upgraded too. We need 5 for this, so... Man. I really thought that was something special that was going to continue the story and not just... Man. I don't need that. Look at these, so stop flashing at me. Alright, this one. I'll just deposit all of them in here. Kind of just now. I don't know, it just sucks. Cause like I waited all that time and it was kind of like, I bet you anything I'm not gonna ever use any of these. Cause I'm already killing the boss super quick. So I don't really need to waste my resources on this. Like, this is kind of cool that it guarantees a key anytime in the next minute, but the fact it uses the weekly kind of sucks. The random boxes will appear plus 40% more frequently is cool, but I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Maybe if I use them, I'll be happier with it. I feel like I wasted 3 months of my life on that, and it's just not worth it. Just not worth it. Man, now I'm all depressed. Sorry guys, it's got a lot of upgrades, just nothing I'm gonna use because it kind of sucks. But I don't know, it's just, man, this game sucks. I just gotta beat it. That's all I gotta do is go through it. I'm gonna cut back when I can actually be positive again, because I'm just negative Nancy and I don't want to bring anyone down. I'm just disappointed. Alright, so I think I can quit being a negative Nancy, but man, it really did hurt realizing that I had kind of wasted so much time on something that was completely irrelevant to the game. And I guess rather than trying to like wish this game was better, just love it for what it is really what I've boiled down to, what I need to do right now. That is really depressing to realize that I wasted a whole 3 months on that. But it is what it is. We're gonna just keep going. I probably could save myself a lot of heartache if I just like look up what this is on the wiki, but it kind of like defeats the point of playing a game in my opinion if I just looked up what it is. So we're just gonna keep going and purchasing what we need. I do, in order to beat my next quest, I do need to buy the portal here. There it is. Yeah, we won't buy any of these other portals because we don't want the cooldown to go out. Mystic Valley unlock. Enchanted arrows. Just kind of randomly purchasing everything at this point. I have not reached another bonus stage. Safety first. So we haven't tested if that Dark Divinity is working or not. Just kind of going through the motions here, getting everything. I actually got really far down the upgrades too for where I'm at, like skill-wise. This will allow me to get the double items, more coins, axe upgrade, amulet, the minion stabs back. Send my little minion out immediately. The minion evolution is going to be cool too, even if it's just like an artwork change. I can't wait to see that. I need to get evolve your minions by using the astral keys, so it'll be a while before we get to see that, but that's going to be nice to get there. Got the Dark Divinities. Purchase these really quick because we can. I think that's everything because we don't want these. I think this one. Here we go. Yeah, I'll just tell me what the name is on the portals, so that won't change. If you get these do an instant cooldown. You don't want to waste them, so we'll save those to when we need to switch a portal really quick. The rest of these look all good. We're gonna go to a place where we can do either jellies or mushrooms. I'm feeling the jelly because I was started in the jungle today. Let's go to the modern city. Arrows are so slow right now. There we are. And can I do the 50s yet? Yes, I can. We're already back to being able to do this. That's nice. This is how I like to do it because this is so much faster than what I was doing earlier after I Ultra Ascended. It's what I was doing. I've been doing since I've been recording, so I go 50s. And I don't have my electric arrows because in order to get it, I need to get this level up to level 500. So that's the danger of upgrading these. They don't unlock. Now I have to get this up to a higher level to get that ability back. It won't be that long. In fact, I bet we can get that by the time we're finished. I only want to do about 2 hours of recorded gameplay per episode. That way I can get through the game, and I think my actual gameplay will be closer to 3 to 4 hours doing that. So, but I don't know. I feel like this is working a lot better because once I'm done, I can just post this video, and I won't have to do too much. I'll probably like look at it and edit some of it. I don't know. I'm trying to do anything I can not to delay getting the videos out at this point, because this series doesn't need a lot of heavy editing, I don't think, for what I'm trying to do. It's just sharing me playing the game, and the best way to do that, I honestly think, is live streaming. But I've been doing this in a recorded format. I feel it's just, it would miss the point of the whole journey of like completing things I've already started to change it like that. And I did try it once, and if I want to do a live stream, I need to do some other project. But before I can start another one of my projects, I need to make sure projects I'm currently working on I can continuously do without stressing myself. Because I have 3 projects I'm kind of working on that are on my list of 77 projects that I had started and never finished. One of them is losing weight and getting into shape. Then another's this, another's learning Python, which I can't record because I'm using boot.dev, and under the EULA and user license agreement, you have to request permission to share any of their stuff, and I don't want to go through the process of requesting it and not having the time and energy to create videos off of it, because I honestly don't feel like I've been keeping my end of the bargain on this. Where what I mean by that is I've been doing videos on this, but I have not been getting them out consistently the way I want them to, because I really would like it to get a video out every day and a short every day showcasing my weight loss journey. And I can do a short easy every day, but the way I was doing these videos, my friend and I realized I wasn't very passionate. It didn't come across as genuine when I was doing scripts, and it would, like, the video footage just kind of sits, and that was the bonus stage right there. I just zoomed right past it. I was like, phew, out of there. Sucks. So, just trying to get in here and just focus on being passionate, enjoying the game, and just like, rather than continually recording there, I kind of took a break, you know, let myself feel a little depressed a bit, and realize it's kind of all on me. It's not really the game's fault. It's not like the game promised any like big thing there. I'm the one who like went for the most astral keys on the upgrades, because if you looked at the other upgrades that require astral keys, they only require like 5 each, and it's like, no, I had to go get the one that required 10. And I also, like, for some reason, rather than just ultra ascending, like, stuck it out for so long, I probably could have ultra ascended back in May and gotten like one of the other upgrades. I'm just playing the game to where it's not fun anymore, and it's all on me, really. And maybe that's just cope. Maybe I really am kind of like Stockholm syndromed in a game sense, but I don't know. I feel like, because it is a game, it's really on me to be in the moment and really enjoy what it is, rather than getting caught up in what could have been. And in life, I feel like when you're going through life, that's a better way to go about doing things too, because if you're constantly like wishing for something, you're going to be disappointed a lot in life. But if you're just excited for what it is rather than what it could have been, I don't know, it just feels like that's a lot better to be. You won't be disappointed as much. Yeah, there are no giants in here right now. There is a giant rat you can unlock for this area, but he's not here right now, so we're not going to use this. It'd be a waste. We do need materials, so let's... That's actually also why I was using the rage pill there, because we need to free up some space, because one of our quests is to get materials. So if we use that, the whetstone increases the drop chance for materials. So we got the kill the jelly quest finished, but we need 200 for items. And that quest, I don't know if it unlocked more quests, but we'll buy all our upgrades here. I could buy all that's available, but I don't like that, and I don't know, it's like, it's all like personal, like in my head type of things. We're gonna use that really quick. I'm probably not using these rage pills effectively, but I'm getting these rage multipliers. I can't turn off the silver boxes yet. I don't think I can I? Yeah, no, because I have no divinities right now. And I need, I think, 30. Oh, actually, you know what I could do? Deactivate that, activate that. This lowers the amount of time you have on bonus stages. So now I have my silver bank. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. We can get that back shortly. Now I won't have to use my rage pills as much. Okay, now where were we on? Get the upgrades purchased. We unlock more quests, which I think that's what the slime quest led to. Yeah. These will be the next quest we unlock. Yeah, I think really my issue with this game is I want it to be more than what it actually is, and I kind of come in expecting this really cool stuff, because sometimes it is really fun and cool, but when I temper my expectations and kind of like just enjoy it for what it is, I start liking it again. So that's one of my big issues, I think. I kind of want this game to be way more than it is, and it is a fun game if you play it sparingly and don't do what I do and push yourself to hold on to your upgrades. Just upgrade when you can, I think, is the main thing, and don't expect the world from it. It really is just one person developing this game, because if you go over here and go to the credits, which I think are right here, yes, Idol Slayer, version created by Pablo Lebin. I probably mispronounced his name. I live in Lebanon, Missouri. It's Lebanon, so I would see this and say Lebin. Art and VFX, which I think is special effects, is Mario Larrett guy, Marino. And then special thanks to these: Double Turtle, Carl, Little Debbie Cake, the Patreon, Seven Soul, Arbros, Elthian, Pixel Tier, Sanctum Pixel, and Untied Games. I don't know who they are. I'm sure I could Google them. They sound like Discord names, to be honest with you. Maybe they're his friends or her friends. I don't know. I don't know. I just know it's like I'm wanting this to be more than it is, and it's kind of like my fault for being disappointed. It's a nice little game. And so I just need to temper my expectations sometimes, and because I put so much time into this game, I would expected it to be really awesome, and it's one dude's project, so it is a fun game. I just think I'm expecting too much out of it, and because of that, I get let down a lot when I get those upgrades that I spent months trying to get. And honestly, I really shouldn't have been spending those months. I should have Ultra Ascended, got the upgrades for the other things, and just enjoyed the gameplay. Okay, we got the gloves, 50. Oh. Is that another quest unlocked? Yep. A whole bunch of quests unlocked. Yeah, now we got all these wasps quests. We'll go to the jungle for, I think. The worms. Demon Eye, mushrooms, young yetis. We need to kill 2,000 jellies, 2,000 wasps, 1,200 alpha worms. So, right now, what our main focus should be is getting these quests finished to get the upgrades for them. Or not upgrades, these. Are those upgrades? I always mess this up. What are they called? Upgrades, yes. These are upgrades, okay. And then these are skills. Here, this is the skill tree. These are the upgrades. These are the divinities. This is your minion. This is your craftables. This is your armory. There's so much stuff in this game. And I need astral keys to get these unlocked too, which will probably help more, because this is a 20% CPS bonus. This is an armory slots by 20, so this would increase by 20 slots. But because I was holding on to those keys for so long to get that fishing rod, which I really shouldn't have been doing, I really should have saved that for last. I kind of set myself up for that major disappointment I just had. Also, the dark divinities here. Oh, armies. This is actually really cool because the more I think about it, this really is awesome because there are certain pieces of equipment. This gets more bonuses in frozen fields. Let's see if we can find one. I know they exist. I don't know if I have frozen fields. More emeralds, soul bonus. Emeralds. I know that certain ones get a elemental type bonus from slaying enemies, certain weapons. So I don't think I have any on me. No, ice type soul. See here, 0.6%. So if I upgraded this Boris axe to its maximum, it would probably do me a lot more benefit to have the ice type. So I'd be slaying more ice types, and that could actually be a very effective strategy, especially if I could get like a whole bunch of upgrades like that, or weapons, and that could be a really good strategy to get a lot of Slayer points. So it's like, the more I think about that, those elemental bonuses, while it wasn't what I was hoping what it was, because I thought it was like cool, an elemental aura to your weapon or something, kind of like the electric shot from the bow and arrow would be really awesome. It's not what it was, unfortunately, so... But it is still a really cool upgrade, and I was kind of like expecting the world from it, and it really wasn't. And what I think it is because I wasted so much time trying to get it that I kind of like hoped for, like, I kept amping it up in my head, like, oh, this is gonna be so amazing when I get it. And then it's like, oh, that's what it is. It's not what I thought it was. Even though it's really cool, I kind of like in my head thought it would be something even cooler, and that's just not the case. And that has happened a lot while playing this game. Because I guess I just want it to be that. And it's, rather than enjoying it for what it is, because it is an interesting game, I constantly get like this hyped and like, pumped to get these things. And then it just doesn't meet my expectations. Even though this is a phenomenally nice game. I don't know if phenomenally is the right term. Okay, let's see this bonus stage. Okay, it's just the normal bonus stage one. I have the special Dark Divinity that lowers to the previous level, and I was wondering if there was like a secret -1 or 0 level. There isn't. I do have my divinities unlocked, so unfortunately this is going to be a lot harder than the last time I did this bonus stage. Oh, no, unfortunately. Like, there is a good reason to have those. They increase your... The buzzsaws, if I remember correctly, if I had the upgrade unlocked where it would give me... at the end of the bonus stage, when the rewards are given out, right here, the buzzsaws... If I had the one that would give me a mystery box, that mystery box would be silver. That's what the buzzsaws do. The time dark divinity that I got rid of for now, so I could actually save my silver boxes again, increases the amount of... It shortens the amount of time you have to complete the stage, for one. And then if you do get the stage finished, what it does then, I failed there, is it increases the amount of coins and enemies in the line by a little bit. Now there's a few other upgrades that will increase that too. Getting the higher bonus stages also increases the rewards. I think that's what the wording is too, is it's the reward for beating this bonus stage. I really do need to turn these dark divinities off for now. Because I've been so long in stage 3, I don't have as much practice with this stage, so having these there, one, doesn't serve me any positive purpose because I don't have the bonus item unlocked. So go back here, the buzzsaws are right there. So if we go deactivate that, this doesn't do anything for us right now, so we can deactivate that. All right. I'm curious what other ones I can... This one's nice, but I kind of want to try to get this activated, so I'm just gonna... These are really nice to have, but some of these I don't need right now. This is the one that increases the altitude here by 1,000, doubling it, and it gives a 25% chance of getting an armory chest. That's really good on the Ascending Heights minigame. Reduce the spread of arrows. We can deactivate that one. This is nice to have. So whenever you log back into the game, you get a automatic random chest. Those are really good because that speeds up the minigame. Yeah, we can do that for now. And then we'll activate this. Oh, can you not? Okay, these you can't have activated at the same time, so it's either or. That actually frees up our Dark Divinities, so we can go... I'm going to reactivate that, so whenever I log back in, I'll still have that. Reactivate that one. I didn't realize that it was an either-or thing with these two, which makes sense. They're both bosses. If I had programmed this, I probably would have had these bosses be different stages or different mini-games. So this one is for the bonus game. This would probably be like if you hit a treasure chest, you fight him instead. Or the Ascending Heights, you fight Spectre Knight, which is from Shovel Knight. They did a crossover a year or two ago. It was pretty fun. And he was one of the special bosses you fought. The only boss that's original to this game is this one. I've not fought any of the other... these are the only two bosses I've had in this game, and this is the only one just from this game. This was a crossover event with Shovel Knight. That was pretty fun. They did another crossover a while ago with Attack on Titan that I missed because I kind of was taking a break from the game. I don't really care for Attack on Titan as a show, so it wasn't as like, oh, I gotta try it, as Shovel Knight was. Shovel Knight's really cool. I've never played Shovel Knight, but I liked I've always wanted to play it and own it. And I really liked that style of game, and something I plan on playing eventually. There's a lot of games out now that I have on my backlog. Okay, Wind Dash recharges faster, but you travel less distance. The wind, don't like that. Reduce the spread of arrows. I don't like the arrow spread as much, so I like having that. Getting the bows at the end of the stage. Locking, I think we're good for now. Yeah. And then we're going to slowly build those silvers back up. Check what quests we've got finished, because while I was doing all that, kind of was finishing the quest, I really wasn't paying attention to what I was just kind of like jumping and using my peripheral vision to see where that is, if that's even the proper term for what I was doing there. Okay, we got 800 more jellies to kill. We need more worms, and we got to kill more goblins. Get the random boxes to unlock the keys. I think that's what this one is for. We still need 200 materials. Do we have enough materials like needed from jellies? Yeah, we have more than 200. Okay. What we can do then is when we get this activated. Okay, we just did a quest, dangerous anomalies, and we got jellies here. What I think I'm gonna do is once I get the rage pill or rage mode cooled down, we'll activate a whetstone. Use this to get as many jellies as we can, and that way we can hopefully get a lot of materials really quickly and slay the last bit of jellies we need. It's on about 2 minutes. But we could also just finish the quest before then too. So I forget, I'm comparing these numbers to like later on. Like there is like later in quests that are in the tens of thousands, not, and I'm used to like taking that long to get those numbers, that where it's like an hour or two, and I gotta use a lot of the multiplier items, which are like these craftables. There's these staves, depending on how many you kill, instead of counting at 1, it counts up 10, 50, and 125. And that like just really helps speed up quests, especially the ones that are into like the 50,000 slays to get. I don't have the horde where I get the... Oh, I forgot. When I get a horde incoming, I get a 50% reduction on my rage mode. So, okay. Here we go. That should work. Got 148 souls multiplier on that. What did I tell you? We actually got pretty good material numbers from that. I kind of want to wait to ascend, but you know what? Let's just ascend now to get whatever upgrades we can. Our ascensions are going to slow down eventually, so we're going to roll the dice, kind of buy normal. Kind of buying randomly again. We're gonna get where we want to go. I tested out my little hypothesis. There is no negative or zero, so. And we don't even need the divinity tab unlocked because we unlocked a minion, so that unlocked it for us or something like that. Let's get the upgrades when we can. No real method to the madness, just grab them, because we're kind of just getting back to where we were before we ultra ascended. The more minions we can get, the quicker we can get those guys leveled up again. And we're doing pretty good. I'd say we're doing really good, because we just ultra ascended today and we got all this back. So it's not going to take as long as it used to take. I can even start buying by the 50s again on most of these, so yeah, we're doing pretty good. It's a lot better than I originally thought. I had that little dip in my emotional state, but you know, the game's still going pretty good. We're not going to take forever to get back to where we were, so just a lot of fun. Realized I was the problem, not the game. I was expecting more from it than what I should have. And I was also slowing my own progress down, trying to wait for the next upgrade rather than getting what I could get now. I guess what we'd say in Dark Souls is I was getting greedy. Because in Dark Souls, when you're playing that game and you're trying to like get to the next bonfire, sometimes you don't rest when you should and use your souls, and you get greedy trying to accumulate enough souls, and then you die. And in this game, instead of dying, what you do is you end up just wasting your time, and it makes the game a lot less fun. So it's on me. It's my problem. Because my goal is just to beat this game. So, and by doing that, not only did I make it less fun, I kind of ruined it for myself, got myself in a lot of depression, and it's all on me. I was expecting too much from this game. Rather than expecting what it is, it's an idle game. It's honestly a free phone game that you can pay for. So it's like, that alone, and it's a really, like, based on a lot of phone games, this is a really good phone game. It's like, if you imagine you're just on your phone chilling, like watching something else. I'm the one who bought the Steam version, who plays it like it's a RPG. So And it is a nice little idle game. Like, for idle games, this is pretty good. The only issue is I have all this ambition and stuff, and what I really need to do is just make my own version of the game, and I'm sure once I try, I'll realize, oh, this is a lot harder than I think it is. Because I've been programming, and me and my friend were talking last night about Cyberpunk and how he wishes that they had their New Game Plus, and he thinks it'd be easy to put in. And he even admitted, like, he doesn't really know programming, he just thinks it's going to be easy. And I'm like, you think it, but in my opinion, it's actually going to be pretty difficult, especially when coding, because you got to think of all these different things that you wouldn't think about while just playing a game. The back end, how long it's going to take. What if you make it wrong and, like, there's certain... You got to make it for all the players, not just a certain, like, a group of players, and what type of New Game Plus are you going to add. So it's like, even though there's certain things in this game I wish worked differently, I could be the outlier, and I really need to just sit back and realize that. Like, there's a lot of people who like this game and really enjoy it for what it is. And maybe by expecting it to be more than what it is and have all this different stuff in it, because I did sit down and try to write a script at one point, and I realized I didn't like that because I was kind of bad-mouthing the game while I was writing the script, thinking if it had this, this, and this in the game, it'd be so much better. It's like, one of the biggest problems I came across is, like, no matter what you're doing in this game, you're kind of doing the same thing. The gameplay is 100% the same. Whereas in a game like Palworld, which is a completely different genre, and I realize that now by saying that, while you're doing different things, the gameplay completely changes depending on what you're doing in that game. From base building to increasing your stats or getting your, like, crafting items, it turns into more like a Factora type game. Building up a raid base is very much more similar to a tower defense type game. Whereas this, no matter what zone I'm in, no matter what character I'm playing as, it's all more just a different coat of paint for what it is. Whereas I wish that each zone had something really unique to it. That sucks. Like, imagine if here in the city I had to light these lamps up somehow, like clicking it, and it does something the more lamps you get in a row. Or in the desert area there's cactuses. Like, what if there was a thing where you cut the cactus to hydrate yourself, and there's like this hydration thing you could do. And I was talking about a whole bunch of that stuff, rather than just enjoying the fact that this game exists, and it's actually... What it really is a great game to sit down and play while you're doing other things. And I'm trying to make it this thing that's the only thing I'm focusing on, and that was the problem. That's also why, like, today I was like, okay, let me go away for a bit and come back when I have something nice to say, or like when something interesting's happening on screen, and not force myself to sit down and just talk. And it was a lot more fun. Like, I've had a lot more fun today than I did the last few days. I know, like, once I finish this, as long as the audio is not screwed up, I can post it, and I'll have a full video that's like an hour or two long. How long is it going? An hour and a half. Yeah, so it's a lot better. And the whole point of this wasn't to, like, beat the game. I want to make, like, my goal is to beat this game, but the whole point of sharing the video is to have someone come along on the journey with me and just talk with other people. That's why, in hindsight, I realized that doing a live stream would be better, but I've already committed to recording this as a post, or not post, a long form video is what they're called. So I'd rather continue doing that and not live stream this one specifically. Let's see if I can actually beat this now that all those extra stuff got taken away. I might still have some issues here. Oh. Sometimes I just get in my own way is really what it boils down to. I expect things to be a certain way, and when reality doesn't match up with my imagination, I get depressed and upset. And it happens a lot in my life, not just with this game. And I think that's one of my issues with when I'm making my own videos. My imagination runs away with me, and I try to change it into something that it doesn't need to be. And I get caught up in it. it's all on me. It's like, this is a pretty good game. I also, one of my biggest issues when I was first doing this, I only played this game. Now I've learned to actually go play other games and have fun. I didn't just take a break and play palworld. I actually got a game that I don't record at all. I have a GameFly subscription. I've been playing Epic Mickey. A really fun game. When I first started though, it's like I sat down that first day I got it in the mail and I was like, ooh, I could do another YouTube series with this. And I literally had to stop myself because I get this urge to just always make a video whenever I'm playing a video game. And that is not healthy. To always want to make videos and never just sit and enjoy something for what it is. So I decided to like give myself 2 days off a week and force myself to just rest. Take a break. You're not doing any work today. Don't work on your YouTube. Don't work on your projects. Just enjoy life for what it is and have fun. And I legitimately struggled with that so hard that first day. Because every second I was sitting there playing Epic Mickey, I'm like, I could be recording the gameplay and making a video. But if I did that, my video would probably suffer and I wouldn't get the rest I needed and reset my... I don't know, because like earlier I was telling, like, I kind of have like this performance mindset whenever I'm recording. So if I don't just play, like give myself time to just play a game and I'm always recording, my mind never gets time to rest and I get anxious. Whereas because I actually took the time to just chill out and play Epic Mickey as Epic Mickey and not make another YouTube series that I'm gonna quit on in 5 tries. Like my other channel, like I have so many games on that channel that I tried to play and just didn't finish. Because it was supposed to be my gameplay channel. This channel here, Bless You Daylight, is all about finishing projects I have started. It's nothing else at this point, and sharing. And then I got another channel I was going to start a podcast on eventually, which I think I'm going to switch over to actually church service. I am an ordained minister. I've been an ordained minister since 2018. I was even struggling earlier today on whether I wanted to start talking about the Bible and stuff while doing this series. I'm like, and I came to the conclusion that while I really think it's cool that I have that fire in me to do that, changing this series up so drastically when I'm kind of in the middle of it goes against the whole mission statement. Is like the whole point of this channel is to finish those projects. That's something that I could do, yeah, but it needs to be done elsewhere on a different channel. This is not the channel for that. This is all about me finishing my projects. And I am going to open it up, I think, to doing things that my subscribers want to. Similar to how I took a break and did palworld for a bit. After a week or two of doing Idol Slayer, I think I'm going to go do something that one of my subscribers suggested. Last week, I think I did the episode 7 of Idol Slayer Journey, and it was the palworld video. I talked about how weightlifting kind of taught me some things about stuff where when doing my projects, I don't need to be adding to it all the time. I need to just finish what I started, and I give myself a kind of a workout routine deadline, because in weightlifting, you have a routine you make, and you stick with that routine for 6 to 12 weeks before changing it or updating it or trying a different routine entirely. And once you've gotten into weightlifting and exercising a lot, it's general good advice every 4 to 6 weeks to change your routine to keep everything fresh, to update it, to increase the sets, to changing the exercises or adding exercises to it. And I feel like my YouTube channel, that's what I need to do, is every 2 to 3, like set a work routine, obviously not workout routine, but a work routine where I do videos every day. And right now I have the shorts that I do, and I got this series, and I want to do an Idol Slayer video every day for about 2 hours of recorded gameplay on top of my shorts, which I feel like that's what I've been doing. That's what I want to get done consistently. And in that video, I felt like setting a work routine would be the best way to do it. And in that video, a commenter who's been really think of the proper word here. Consistent in showing up and giving his support. Asked me if or suggested that I play some Roblox, and I turned him down. I shouldn't have done that. I should have sat there and thought about it, and just like how I needed to take a break in palworld, I actually play the Roblox game. It's what he suggested. He's been here, and it's a nice way to say thank you to him for commenting on my videos. I am a little worried that he's not watching them, he's just coming in and commenting, so if that's the case, then I don't know, because that can actually hurt my channel. So, ooh, Spectre Knight. I haven't played this boss fight in forever. I will probably lose here. Okay, we gotta lock in. I don't remember how this fight goes. He's completely different from the other one. Yeah, because he has that. Okay. His little boomerang ability. We're probably gonna die here. Then he has that scythe. Yeah, he's a lot harder than the first boss. I'm curious what he drops, though. Yeah, we're gonna die to him a few times before we learn his patterns. Yeah. That's gonna be fun. I am not wasting precious soul gems on that. I will wait until I can get to him again. That would be such a waste. But yeah, back to the guy who's been supporting me by commenting. On YouTube, for the first few views you get on a video, it is very important to get as much watch time on it as possible. If they come in, watch only a couple seconds, comment, thumbs it up or thumbs it down, and leave, that really hurts because YouTube cares more about watch time than anything else. The other stuff does matter, having a comment and a like, but if they're not actively watching the content, it can hurt the channel, and it's on me to make the video entertaining. So, but I am kind of worried about that, and I do want to say thank you to him by playing some of the stuff. But in the past, I actually made my channel all about what the subscribers wanted, and I tried to chase views, and it killed me. I stopped enjoying making videos, so I really wanted to stick my guns this time, but I think I overcorrected. And instead of being open to what my subscribers and occasionally doing something they want, I kind of told them no, and then I was just going to stick to what I'm doing. And that's the second time I've done that. So if he does request me to do something in the future, I think I'm just going to do it to say thank you to him, as long as it's not something crazy. Just a nice way to say thank you. I don't know if he's going to get this far into the video. It's a long video. But this is a series that really does require a few hours. And it may be better as a live stream, but I don't know. Because I started this series as a long form video rather than a live stream, I feel like it's what I want to finish it as, and hopefully people treat it like a podcast and have it playing in the background and can listen to me talk and just enjoy it for what it is, just like how I should enjoy the game for what it is. We might need to ascend here in a second because we are pretty close. What goals, what quests do we have? We got kill wasps, demons, mushrooms, young yetis, wasps, mushrooms. Okay, so none of the worm stuff. We actually do need to just ultra ascend and save our rage mode. So I think what we're gonna get, what's gonna be really good, either going to the jungle to kill the mushrooms, or actually the jungle, because we get the wasps there too. We get all these mushroom quests finished and these wasp quests. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna ultra ascend, or not ultra ascend, ascend. Get one of the portals to reset that. Oh, silly me. See? And we're gonna go to the jungle. It's the jungle. Don't want to jump or anything, because if we missed that, we're gonna have to wait a whole another hour, and we wasted that. Okay. Get this minion. That legendary. Get this minion. Yeah, see, now our Slayer points are slowed down quite a bit. Got 25,000. Oop, get this one here. That's the Ascending Heights minigame. This will get level 2 unlocked, but this will also. This will unlock level 2. See what else we can get. Nothing. This is the boots upgrade I was talking about for the minigame that allows you to jump off the walls that I was trying to do earlier. Alright, so I think we're good. What I'm going to do now is upgrade this stuff. And then we're going to upgrade, buy all our upgrades we get unlocked. That way we get as many, because this can actually, these sometimes can increase the amount of mobs spawning in. So I want to try to get that before I use my rage mode. Get it a little bit more effective. I am getting kind of tired, so I might quit soon after that too, for the day. And then I'll render the video, check to make sure the audios are correct, which I should have done beforehand. I did actually reset the gameplay audio, lowered it, so hopefully everything's good there. And we can post this as if it's just a normal video. Scroll up, get all this unlocked. This is another reason I like to just chill for a few minutes, because sometimes I honestly don't know what I've unlocked because I've been talking this whole time while recording, so I don't know what our highest output is. Like what I was doing before, I knew, like, by upgrading this, I knew like what point was it no longer good to like keep upgrading, just go to the upgrades and buy all the upgrades. But I was talking for so long, I kind of don't know where that's at. Like what number it would be more beneficial to like, switch from upgrading. We don't want to do a minigame right now. We're trying to get these upgrades in. Okay. We don't want to quit the game. Let's go over here, see if we can buy some of these. That bonus. Get these level 50s in, that'll increase our stats, so whenever we do rage mode, it'll be more effective. Come back here, buy these. Get as many of these unlocked as we can, get as high as we possibly can. You know what? Maybe it'd be better just to do the rage mode now. Yeah, let's just do the rage mode now. If we get another one, we'll just use it. Lessons learned, use it when we have it. Also, I wasn't paying attention to how many Slayer points I need to upgrade my skills. So let's go back to the skills. What is the next? 15 billion, 50,000, 140. So we really don't need to ascend unless we're getting into the millions of souls. Yeah, I think that'll be our next ascension. Unless we need that, then well, I guess we don't need to. We can just buy it because we have enough in the bank at this point. All right. But yeah, here we'll get this quest finished, this quest, this quest, this quest, this, and these two. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quests we can finish in the jungle right now. So we'll stay here for a bit and try to finish these. How much more time? Ooh, okay. Wow, I'm almost to where I wanted. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, it bugged out. I don't know what that was. That sucks. But yeah, we're almost to the 2-hour mark. I'm at hour 50, so. Oh, and now we got the chest unlocked for the mini game. That'll probably speed up our progress for a bit. The souls there will be a lot better now. Okay. Cursed Oak. 76. 50 gloves, 100 gloves, 200 necklace, 250. Let's keep going down here until we can't buy any more. Then go buy all the upgrades we just unlocked. Gemstone Rush. Yeah. I definitely like recording this style more than I've been doing, because just knowing that I don't have to do any commentary over the track a second time, this definitely is the better way to do it. I feel like it's better, easier to watch. I am always concerned because I am making videos, and while it's like the point is to just share the journey of trying to finish these goals, I do worry sometimes that I'm boring people. It's something I care a lot about, is to entertain people. I don't know. But I also wonder sometimes if I care so much about entertaining that I forget that I am playing a game and I should be talking about the game I'm playing. Because, like I was saying earlier, my instinct was, before I was doing this, to actually talk about the Bible and Jesus and the Holy Spirit, basically create a church service through the game. Well, I don't think necessarily that's a bad idea. I think it's kind of rude to the people who are watching the series at this point to change up the formula so drastically, and it could even ruin the one follower I have who actually cares about this series. I mean, I care about it too because I want to finish it, but the whole, like I was saying earlier, the whole goal is to beat Idol Slayer, not to create the best YouTube series. Although, like, one of my goals is to become a successful YouTube content creator. Like, that does matter to me, like creating good videos. So I think that's where it comes from. I've been doing YouTube for a even longer time than Idol Slayer. I started making YouTube videos back in 2013. So it's been a large part of my life, and it's very important to me to try to make the best content I can. But I always forget that YouTube isn't always about performance. Sometimes it's just being... The key is to be genuine, not perform all the time. And a lot of people prefer that. And I forget that being genuine and being consistent is honestly the best way to succeed on YouTube. And for the longest time, I always think about like what it looks like, what it sounds like, my speech impediments, are those getting in the way? How do I update that? How do I do better there? I forget to just be a person and have fun and share what I'm working on. I get so caught up in following life, and that's actually one of the reasons I wanted to share the Bible story. I read a story in the Bible where Jesus tells you that the world is going to have all these rules and laws that you're going to feel like you need to follow. You don't. The only thing you need to worry about is being kind and doing the best you can and just living life. And that felt like such a testament to what I want the series to be. It's just me chilling out, sharing with you guys out in the world what I'm working on, and having you guys join in and talk with what you're working on, and just hanging out. I've always wanted my YouTube channel to feel like you just walked into the local game store and I'm just the guy running it and you can sit and talk with me. And because that is what I want this channel to feel like, I realize that live streaming really is what I need to be doing. But the whole point of like these goals is to finish what I started, so I'm at that point where it's like, okay, I need Idol Slayer needs to just be me playing the game in long form. I say in post because in my head I always have the commentary in post rather than right now, because this feels like what I would be doing live streaming, except sometimes I take a break if I'm upset or depressed and just take a second to chill or refocus my mental state to where I'm like actually enjoying it and be like, yeah, oh, refocus my passion for the game. Because at the first hour mark I got depressed because I was focusing on trying to get that fishing rod for the last 3 months, and it was unlocked a bunch of upgrades that I will probably try but not use to their fullest, and that's just the truth. I do like the idea of using this one here to increase the random box spawn, but I don't know when it'd be most effective to do it. It reminds me of another problem that a lot of people have when playing video games, when they're playing an RPG especially, is they'll get a whole bunch of potions, and think, oh, I need to save this for the final boss or the next boss when I really, really need it. And then by the time they beat the game, they have 2,000 high potions and max restores that they never freaking used because they thought they needed it for later. And there are so many times in this game I feel like it's the same issue, just different, you know, aesthetics. So it's like, instead of upgrading, I think, oh no, I need to hold on to that upgrade material rather than upgrading now because there's that bigger upgrade down the line that I need. It's that next boss I need to beat. And then it makes the game suck so much when it could be so much easier. And maybe using there's a heart upgrade you can get to give yourself an extra heart while fighting a boss. There's that sword upgrade we just unlocked by getting the fishing rods that could be really useful against the Spectre Knight. Because if we can get our swords to him, and it would do more damage, and that'd be useful. And I genuinely don't use my weekly feather material, like, at all, for some reason. And I have a bunch. Once we finish this Ascending Heights mini game, I can show you how many I have, and I just don't really use. And it's kind of like, well, what's the point of doing those weekly quests all the time if I'm not using the rewards I get, you know? So it's like something that I need to start like realizing. This game, I need to use what I get. I don't need to hold on to it because I will get more later on. That's the whole point of the game, is to just number go up, feels good. That's what the main goal of this game is. It's not about making something look cooler. It really is just about big number go up, bigger. Make number bigger. And by constantly focusing on like making these like quests, I'm just ruining the game for myself. Alright, so I guess that's my main tip right now, is play the game, enjoy it for what it is, don't expect it to be what it's not, and when you have the ability to upgrade, upgrade. That's the best thing I could do, is like say right now, and not get so caught up in trying to beat the game like what I'm doing, because I think that's what's ruining it for me. Also, if you want, spend a little money on the cash shop. That has helped tremendously. For the first several years, I never ever bought any of the cash shop items. There's permanent items you can get that increase your amount of materials you can hold, and that has helped tremendously. There was a few other upgrades I got, and I only spent like $10 once, and it has been tremendous. Always use the permanent upgrades, don't try to multiply it, but also only purchase it if you enjoy the game, you want to give back to the creator, I would say. I said that in like episode 2 or 3. And from now on, like, I do spend $80 a month on my hobbies. Just this month I spent it on Macro Factor instead of Idle Slayer. Macro Factor is an app I use to calculate my calories that helps me lose weight, and I have lost a lot of weight. I started my weight loss journey back in May at 315 pounds. I am now 298 today. 298.8, I think, is what I weighed this morning. And I've used a Macro Factor for 3 weeks, I think. Or it'll be 3 weeks on Wednesday. Oh, we got some quests finished too. And just to show, like, these permanent upgrades, like here, these are the temporary ones you want to avoid. I'm sure later on those will be good, but here's the permanent ones you get that'll give you permanent upgrades. This increases CPS while the game is closed. I don't really like these because I play the game more actively, so these active bonuses are more important to me. Increase CPS while the game is closed. The souls bonus, increase soul gains while the game is closed. Gain 15 soul bonus, increase soul gain while the game is closed. And then these get a 4% chance of getting an excellent armory item for any armory chest and talisman luck. So it's like, when you're upgrading, these are kind of important to grab. I've already grabbed quite a few, and I even have a couple characters from that. I was also going to show, what was I going to show? Oh, I'm already in the millions of souls. There. Remember earlier I was saying we won't ascend until we get 1 million. Yeah, we're already over 1 million now. And we got this one last quest right there to finish, and we pushed all the quests for this area. Then we need the Yeti and the Curse. But in order to get this one, we gotta upgrade the mushrooms. So we just did that. And we got to kill 10,000 of those mushroom guys, which we can actually do while not playing the game. It will actively kill them, but I do get a multiplier for every one I kill in game, so instead of going up by 1, it goes up by 5. That should be 20, so 7. Yep, 84. Actually, I think it's a little bit better than that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for... You know, let's not wait anymore. We literally just kept saying we don't want to wait, so we're gonna just patiently... I was gonna say we're gonna wait for them to show up on screen, then use rage mode, so we can guarantee that we're gonna kill some of them in the rage mode. Stop using my arrows for a second. And I just want the mushrooms to make sure they're going to be in the rage mode. I love using my arrows. I can't help it. There we are. That way they're in there. We might even get to 2 million here. And that's... Okay, so probably better to leave that for later. Probably log out, and by the time we log back in tomorrow, this may be halfway finished or completely finished. So I don't completely ignore the offline bonuses, like here in the Stones of Time, or Stones of Idle. I have it. I got 30 there, so it's like it's still important to put in that. But because I'm more of an active player, I like to actually be in the game. I prioritize upgrades that are active and increase while I'm playing the game. So where are we at on the time on this? We're a little over 2 hours now. We've reached my benchmark for this series. 2 hours of active gameplay. There was something I was going to showcase that I've completely forgot what I was going to showcase. Got upgrades. Oh, we could have been... We're going to slowly level these up here, buy all the upgrades we can. I think I'm going to ignore these because we're going to slow down and kind of leave the game. I like to also use up my time here so I don't feel like I wasted it. And while I do that, I like to avoid any mini games. This is usually when I'll activate these so I don't accidentally hit a mini game. Then I also like to just let this cool down so I don't feel like I wasted them. You don't have to. It's just something I do in my head. Yeah. Get all the levels we can at the 50s. Go here, grab all our upgrades. So when we log out of the game, we'll get the maximum amount of return. And this should be it. And I will Ultra Ascend again whenever we get 5 Astral Keys, because we got a lot of stuff that we need that for. Which it won't be too long, I don't think. There we are. We're done for the day. Thank you all for joining me. Just double check, make sure we got everything we can get. Yep. Got all the 50s. We got all the advancements. We're going to let this fill out while we're off game. Man, I feel like there was something I was going to say. I said earlier that I was going to showcase what I have. I can't remember what it is. What it was I was going to do. I'm sorry about that, guys. That's one of the dangers of actually talking while playing. Sometimes I'll say something and I'll completely forget what I was going to show you. We Ultra Ascended and got all that back today. That's a lot. That's a lot of progress. Now it's going to slow down. It's going to take a really long time, I think. Probably a week or two to get back to where we were before. Which is we get all these and then that. We got to get all that back. That's the danger of Ultra Ascending. And I don't think we'll even reach that because we want to get 5 of these Astral Keys. And once that number goes up and we can Ultra Ascend, we're going to do that and then we're going to go unlock that chest or give us the ability to upgrade our legendary equipment, which is great key items, this stuff. This bat longbow is what I had for the longest time, but I really like this electric but we're gonna ignore that. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe and like the video. Comment what your favorite part about it is. Is there a game where you feel like you've played it incorrect, or you expected more and kind of ruined it for yourself? I'm curious if anyone else has done that to themselves, where they expected more from a game, and while the game was good, they kind of just ruined the experience for themselves. I hope that's not the case. I hope I'm a singular, but I'm just a curious guy, and I like to leave it on a question. Thank you all for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.